I texted back, it feels like the World Series all over again.
That's Joe Torre after having his number 6 retired by the New York Yankees. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Home run for Carlos Beltran.
Kent has driven in 6.
Andrew Jones with a magnificent catch.
You know their names. You've seen their accomplishments.
Home run number 400 for Carlos Beltran.
New second base home run record. Andrew Jones another.
Now we celebrate their careers as they head to Cooperstown for baseball's highest honor, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, July 26th, live on MLB Network.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Phillies on Deck, presented by the Scoreboard. Before I leave you today, let's leave you on a positive note. And how about this? The Phillies finished the first half with a Major League best 12 shutouts. Philadelphia's 12 shutout wins before the break, tied for the second most in franchise history. Got to go back to 1954 when they also did it, trailing only the 2011 club. They had 13 before the break. All right, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Our thanks to Mets in their road grays. And we are just about ready to go, as Aaron is up on the mound, and he'll look in to get his sign from JT Realmuto. And the first pitch on the way to Ewing, and it's at the knees, a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0.
Close one there, just at the bottom of the knees. I'm not so sure it was low, but maybe it was.
Nola looks in. He's ready to go. And the next pitch to Ewing is on the outside corner for a strike.
Now, one of the bad things he got, but just kind of bad luck getting Iasonia behind the plate, who's I don't think is real good ball strike umpire, but you do have the challenge, so see how that works out.
Well, Dan Iasonia behind the plate, Adam Beck over there at first. It's Felix Neon at second, Austin Jones over at third. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, goes out a little bit further and gets Ewing to chase. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to A.J. Ewing with Juan Soto waiting on deck.
As I was saying, according to the box, the pitch that he called the ball was better than the pitch he called the strike.
Well,
No
they even
surprise.
things out.
Yeah.
1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. So a first strikeout for Aaron Nola right out of the chute. Good way to start.
Definitely got to like that. Let's get to the keys of the game. I think it's Nola continuing his recent trend of pitching at the knees and getting off to a good start offensively post-All-Star game. And that's brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding.
And you heard the introduction to Juan Soto and the boos that follow, as always. You heard a little bit of that on Tuesday night as he was the lone representative for the New York Mets in the All-Star game. First pitch to Soto is a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0. Soto having a solid season. He's batting .290. He's got 21 home runs, 51 runs batted in. He's got a terrific eye, and as we said, you just don't want this guy to hurt you. The 1-0 pitch, and it's a breaking ball. It's in there for a strike. A good one.
A little hazy tonight, or today, all day,
all
night.
day, and probably all night.
Yeah.
You know, the air quality issues, the wildfires that are up there in Canada causing some havoc once again down here across the northeast corridor. Next pitch to Soto. Check swing, and is called a strike. And Iasonia now, Soto wants to challenge it, and they're going to say you went around on the swing, so no challenge needed. As Austin Jones rings up, I thought he swung.
I did too, and Iasonia was going to go out and challenge it or check it, but like, wait a minute, I said a swing.
Yeah, the pitch was low.
Yeah,
but the swing was real, so it doesn't much matter. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now to Juan Soto. Yeah, so it was 96 degrees at first pitch here today, 94 degrees at first pitch. And but the hazy skies from the smoke, as the air quality, we're told, is about 157 right now. The 1-2 pitch is down low, 2-2.
I thought it was supposed to get better as the evening went along, which I guess they didn't want the players playing in better.
Well, from what I also thought it was supposed to get better as the night went on, but then I was told that it's supposed to be at its worst at 10 o'clock tonight. Next pitch is a little bit low as well. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Juan Soto. The good news is Aaron's missing low with all of these pitches, but the count runs full to Soto.
That's what he's been doing. His last time out in Detroit, or whatever his last start was, he elevated 1 pitch and it got hit out.
3-2 pitch is swung on, hit back up the middle, and just out of the reach of Trey Turner, off his glove and into center field for a base hit. A couple of hopper that almost gobbled up by Trey Turner behind the second base bag, but unable to pull it in. So it's a single for Soto, and he's a 1-out base runner here in the first.
Keeps the ball on the ground. Soto just up the middle, and Turner wasn't right behind the bag at second or even on the shortstop. He's a few steps to the shortstop or third base side of the bag and just off his glove.
So now Nola from the stretch, and the first pitch to Bo Bichette is in there for a strike. Bichette batting .255, been much better of late. His last 30-plus games, he's well over 300 as a hitter with some power as well, so he is starting to turn things on. But Aaron's been really good against right-handers, and Bichette digging in from the right side. He'll check Soto at first, comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slow knuckle curve there, and he had Bichette chasing way out in front. So he's quickly ahead of Bo Bichette. No balls and 2 strikes. Soto a short lead off first. Nola checks, kicks the pitch, and that is punched down the right field line, falling foul, just foul, as that was going to be trouble. It was off the end of the bat, a little nubber, and about a 1.5 foot foul.
We don't need to see any more of that slop.
No.
We've seen enough of that. It seems like a lot of the Phillies pitchers had problems with just soft contact off the bat for base hits in that first half. A lot of them.
Yeah, Bichette's backside went out, but he kept the bat in there. He was able to keep the bat in the zone and just kind of guide it out there to right field. So luckily it lands foul. No harm, no foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Now to Bo Bichette. He's back and he digs back in. Soto a little bigger lead off first this time. Harper holding him on. And the 0-2 pitch, and that's outside for a ball. It's 1-2.
But I have to correct you, Murphy. You said no harm, no foul.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
It was foul.
No harm, foul.
No harm, foul.
There we go. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bichette. Nola bends at the waist, gets his sign from JT Realmuto. Black glove at the chest. He kicks the pitch, and now it is a ground ball squibber to Harper, who will fire to second for 1. Back to first in time for the double play. 3-6-3 goes the double play, and slowly developing, but they're able to get Bichette over there at first. And Aaron Nola gets out of the inning, no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. It's the Mets 0 and the Phillies coming to bat.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way. Service Titan is the all-in-one system designed to help you scale the right way from day one. There's a reason Service Titan customers increase their revenue by an average of 15% every year. Get the software you can't outgrow. Go to ServiceTitan.com to learn more.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker, too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
The Stratotech tee from Viore is one of those shirts you put on once and immediately get why people love it. It's incredibly soft, stretches with you, dries fast, and still looks sharp enough to wear from a workout to the ball.
Except the starting pitcher scouting report. Once I clear the particles out of my
cobwebs,
throat. Yeah. On Christian Scott of the Mets, he throws 50% four-seamers, 50% plus four-seams, averaging 95 plus, followed by 23% sweepers, 18% cutters. He also has a curveball, a change, and sinker, but he uses those three all 4% or less. And that's brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
Well, Trey Turner will lead it off, and the first pitch to him is in there for strike. Turner batting .236 with 10 home runs, 33 runs batted in. Christian Scott, the right-hander, kicks, and the next pitch to Turner swung on and lofted into shallow center field, but there is A.J. Ewing to make the catch, and one out, not hit hard.
Oh. Well, on the mound, matchup not elsewhere. There's only one matchup. It's Aaron Nola of the Phillies. He's going against the Mets, Christian Scott, but you probably already knew that.
I heard about this game. I heard it's going to be a really good one.
Brought to you by Meineke, brakes, tires, batteries, and complete auto care by trusted local experts.
Kyle Schwarber, the batter now, and he takes that first pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-1 to Kyle Schwarber. What a show he put on Monday night at the Home Run Derby, falling just one long ball short of winning that, but it was so much fun to watch. Next pitch to Schwarber, swung on, popped up, down the left field sign. It's going to slice into the crowd.
So is that what you get if you host the All-Star game? Then you get to play you don't get that extra day off like everybody else in the league?
Well, this is a relatively new thing. And yes, it is exactly that. You and one other team get I don't know who has the All-Star game next year, but they should begin to prepare. Yeah. The 0-2 pitch swung on center field, fly ball. Ewing a couple steps to his right, and he'll pull that in to make the catch. 2 outs off the end of the bat from Kyle Schwarber. So that'll bring Bryce Harper to the plate. Another one of the Phillies All-Stars. But, yeah, so this is a relatively new thing. The Phillies and the Mets will have off tomorrow. Everybody else will get back to work tomorrow.
Was that originally for the FIFA, just in case?
I don't think it did. I think it was specifically because of the Phils were hosting the All-Star game. First pitch to Harper. Fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Did you enjoy that, the festivities and everything for the All-Star week?
I did. I was out of town, so I was not here in Philadelphia, but I watched it from afar. And the city looked great. Ballpark looked great. Next pitch is outside for a ball, 1-1.
I thought kudos to the Phillies for what they did. They just put on a tremendous program for 4 or 5 days. It was just excellent.
Indeed, it really was. The organization looked great, and tip of the cap to 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss to Harper. It's 1-2. A tip of the cap to everybody who we work with, our colleagues here who spent hours and hours and hundreds of hours getting ready for what was just a terrific week. I know everyone's pretty wiped, and now you have a 9-game homestand to deal with, but the 1-2 pitch, and now it is fouled off at the plate. Count stays 1-2. But everybody, I think, is kind of still working off that a little bit of an adrenaline high of the excitement of what they were able to accomplish. And you just, from the top right on down, everybody did such a wonderful job. So way to go. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he gets Harper there. So the first strikeout for Christian Scott, and 1-2-3 go the Phillies here in the first. We'll head to the top of the second. Still no score.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Have you ever had so many tabs open that your computer starts slowing down? Life can feel like that too. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report found that 74% of Americans believe society still discourages asking for help. Therapy can help you sort through what's taking up space and quietly affecting you. With BetterHelp, connect with a licensed therapist online and switch anytime. Maybe it's time to close a few tabs. Visit BetterHelp.com/let'sbegin to get started.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparent who bolted to the burbs, or the cool relative still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how,
It's always a must-see matchup when the Dodgers visit Philly. They'll make their only trip to Citizens Bank Park to take on the Phils Monday, July 20th at 7:10, and Tuesday, July 21st, and Wednesday the 22nd, both at 6:40 p.m. It's a series you won't want to miss. Secure your tickets today at Phillies.com.
Yeah, all part of this 9-game homestand that we were talking about. Right. So the Mets are here for 3 over a course of 4 days. Then the Dodgers come to town, and then the New York Yankees come to town. So pretty special week here moving forward as well. Should be a lot of fun. Aaron Nola back out on the mound here. Top of the second inning, no score. Francisco Lindor to lead things off for the Mets. And first pitch to Lindor. He swings and hits that one in the air. Shallow right field. Rincones Jr. And a couple steps in, he'll make the catch. And that's the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second.
Gotta like that.
Mm-hmm. I'll bring Carson Benj to the plate. Well, Benj has been a little bit of a bright spot for the New York Mets over the course of this season.
No doubt.
They haven't had many. It's batting .263 on the year for them. And the first pitch to the left-handed hitter is a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. So it's no balls and a strike to Benj. Benj grew up in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. First round pick by the Mets in 2024 out of Oklahoma State. The windup, the next pitch is a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-1. He was actually a two-way player at Oklahoma State. Did some pitching, but decided to focus a little bit on the offensive side of things once he got to the big leagues. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss.
I noticed, I guess Bryce Harper must be mic'd up. I just, if I'm pitching, I'm like, I want to say, can you hold off on that till we're on the bench or something? Like
Aaron probably can hear him. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and hit, shot down past the third base bag and in left field. And that'll be a base hit for Benj, who kind of beat the shift a little bit. Bone playing way off the bag, off the third base bag, and he kind of hit that inside out off the end of the bat into left field for the hit. So second hit of the night for the Mets. And I'll bring up Jorge Polanco. Yeah, so the game being televised by ESPN, so national television tonight. And Bryce Harper over there at first base is indeed mic'd up talking to the guys in the other booth right now. First pitch to Polanco, swung on, popped up on the infield. Trey Turner over at shortstop says he's got it. He camps underneath it, makes the catch. Another one pitch, out for Aaron Nola in the second out of the inning.
Gotta like that. First pitch changeup, and that's one of the things he's done. He's mixing the changeup. He's mixing his curveball. I mean, he's been through a lot of curveballs, but mixing in the changeup more, and I think it's been a big part of his success.
No doubt.
A lot of curveballs as usual, but I think maybe even more than he has in the past. And keeping his fastball down at the knees and below.
Well, Jared Young, the hitter now, and the first pitch to him, a little bit inside, high for a ball. It's 1-0 to Jared Young, batting .248 on the season.
That's one that two-seamer. I'm sorry, he'll throw inside, and he'll elevate that sometimes. I don't have a problem with that. It's, because the hitters will give up on that.
And checks the runner, throws over to first. Benj gets back easily.
We just got to make sure that it starts in off the plate, just comes back to the corner at best. You don't want to have it leaking over the inner half or middle of the plate.
Nola from the stretch. Big lead for Benj, and he's off and running. And the pitch is a strike. No throw from JT Realmuto as Benj had a huge lead. Nola kind of lost track of him there, so a stolen base for Carson Benj.
I don't know why, like Harper or one of the infielders or Realmuto, if they see him, bouncing off the bag and keeping him going, he's never stopped. He never stopped his feet, and nobody says anything.
1-1 pitch, swung on, and that one's lined down the right field line, hooking, foul, just foul. Into the corner. We lose sight of it down there in the corner, but it wasn't foul by much, and that was going to be big trouble had it been fair.
That's a cutter, which I love that pitch against left-handers. That you can throw it at the knees, you can throw it at the ankles, you can throw it at the belt. You start it at the corner and break it in off the plate. You just have to make sure it's breaking in off the plate, because if it's not, those kind of pitches stay fair, and you get hurt with them. But if you throw it in there, they can't get the barrel on it. They might bloop one in and break their bat, but they're not going to be going yard on you.
Well, it's just a strike to Jared Young, so Nola now ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Benj takes his lead off second. They check the runner in the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play down the left field line. So the count stays 1-2 to Jared Young. 2 outs, no score here in the top of the second. Nola comes set from the stretch. The kick, the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Another strikeout for Aaron Nola, and he strands that runner over there at second base. Nice job by Nola as he gets through here in the second. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. Still no score here in Philadelphia.
If you're a commercial contractor, you know the game. Service work projects, crew tracking, cash flow, margins, and more. Here's the problem. You're running your business with disjointed systems that just aren't cutting it. If that's the case, I need to tell you about Service Titan, the only end-to-end platform built specifically for service and construction work. From prospecting and bidding to install, maintenance, retrofits, and everything in between, Service Titan gives you the tools you need to thrive. Learn more at servicetitan.com. That's servicetitan.com.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs? Or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
The core short from Viore is one pair I keep reaching for. Morning run, afternoon training, watching the game, it doesn't matter. Soft 4-way stretch, built-in liner, comfortable all.
Join us for Toyota Phillies Alumni Weekend when the Phils host the Blue Jays. Your favorite Phils legends return to Citizens Bank Park Friday, August 7th at 6:40, Saturday, August 8th at 6:05, Sunday, August 9th at 1:35. Visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets today.
Bottom of the second inning, no score here. Phils and Mets, and Brandon Marsh to lead it off for the Phillies. And Brandon, of course, just as part of the All-Star festivities, his first All-Star appearance, certainly well-deserved. Terrific first half for Brandon Marsh. First pitch from Christian Scott is a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1 to Marsh. He's batting .301, 15 home runs and 46 runs batted in. Next pitch, swung on and hit up the first base line, not hard. Fielded by Jared Young, and he dives and tags the bag with his glove for the out, beating Marsh by a step. Nice play by Young over there at first, one out. I would say that from afar, it sure looked like Brandon Marsh enjoyed himself over the last couple of days.
No doubt.
Not a surprise, but he took it. He seemed to take it all in, which was a lot of fun to watch.
Yep. I think they all did. They really, I mean, Sanchez, neither Sanchez, Marsh had a great game, but they're playing against the best.
Alec Boehm is the next batter. He takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
And sometimes you get beat, and it happens. But the fact that I just like the fact that they appreciated being there and doing what they were doing.
The 0-1 pitch, and it's in there for a strike as well. Quickly 0-2 to Alec Boehm, batting .215 on the year. Yeah, to me, the game is like the least important part of everything that was happening. It's the 0-2 pitch hit on the ground to third. Bo Bichette has it. Long throw, couple of hops, but able to beat Alec Boehm. Boehm not the speediest of guys. I don't think anybody else is out on that play. Nice play by Bo Bichette. He's kind of falling backwards, and it was a two-hopper over to the first baseman, but he was able to get Boehm by a step.
Yeah, one thing with Boehm, he's not going to have a whole lot of infield hits.
No.
Just not.
So that's 2 outs, and it'll bring Bryson Stott to the plate. Phillies still looking for their first base runner. No score in the ballgame. First pitch to Bryson Stott is a little bit high for a ball. It's 1-0. Stott batting .249 on the year. He's got 7 homers. Infield plays him to pull on the left side. And next pitch is inside for a ball. 2-0 now to Bryson Stott. Nothing else. You'd like to see Bryson see a couple pitches here. Give Aaron a chance to get a breather. It's a warm night here at the ballpark, as everybody knows who's listening in the Delaware Valley. But it's also that mugginess because of the air quality itself. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Fastball at 96 from Christian Scott. Finds the outside corner. So 2 balls and a strike to Bryson Stott. The windup, the 2-1 pitch. That's outside. 3-1 now to Stott. So he's doing just that.
Yep.
Good to see.
And now you just focus in on where you want the ball. You don't have to swing 3-1. Look for a pitch in your area.
Scott gets his sign. He kicks the pitch. Swung on. Line drive down the right field line, but hooking foul. Stott gave it a ride, but it was foul by a significant.
And there's that cutter where it looks good. The hitters get the only way you can get the barrel on it is to hit it foul if you throw it in the right spot. And he did.
Well, the count is 3-2 now to Bryson Stott. The kick and the pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. So he wins the battle after falling behind 3-1. Does Christian Scott gets his second strikeout of the night. And the Phils go 1-2-3 here in the second. We'll head to the top of the third. It's still 0-0 here in Philadelphia.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Have you ever had so many tabs open that your computer starts slowing down? Life can feel like that too. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report found that 74% of Americans believe society still discourages asking for help. Therapy can help you sort through what's taking up space and quietly affecting you. With BetterHelp, connect with a licensed therapist online and switch anytime. Maybe it's time to close a few tabs. Visit BetterHelp.com/let'sbegin to get started.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs, or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy.
Nats will head to Citizens Bank Park for a 4-game matchup against the Phillies Monday, August 3rd through Wednesday, August 5th, all at 6:40, and Thursday, August 6th at 6:05. Secure seats today at Phillies.com.
Well, Brett Beatty will lead it off here for the Mets. Phillies nothing, Mets nothing here in the top of the third inning. It'll be Beatty, then Alvarez, then the top of the order for New York. Beatty batting .221 so far this year, and the first pitch from Aaron Nola is a breaking ball over for a strike. Early on, that curveball looks pretty good from Aaron Nola.
Yep.
Line up the 0-1 pitch, and that one's a little bit low for a ball. A change up, down low. 1-1 now to Brett Beatty. Beatty 0 for his last 7 leading into the break. Next pitch, swung on, popped up. Shallow right center field. Everyone giving chase. Rincones, Crawford. Crawford's going to call off Rincones, and he will make the catch for the out. Stott also going out to help out. But another soft fly ball off the bat of the New York Mets. First out here in the third.
The Mets 13th in average in the National League out of 15 teams, a .234 average. Phil's not a whole lot better. They're 12th with the .236 average.
Francisco Alvarez, the batter, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. And the amazing thing is that back in the first week of the season, the Mets had an 80% probability to go to the playoffs. The Phillies had a 67%. The Mets are now down to 1% probability to make the postseason.
Wow.
So you're saying there's a chance. No balls and a strike. Swung on and fouled up the third base line. It's quickly 0-2 to Alvarez. It's just been a dreadful season for the Mets. 40-57. They're 17 games under 500. 16 games out of the National League East.
I want to know who that one person was.
That's
if they have 100, yeah.
They're not watching a whole lot of baseball. The windup, the 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Says first base umpire Adam Beck. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. But it's kind of a head-scratcher because you really did think the Mets made all kinds of moves in the offseason. They bolstered their pitching staff. They bolstered their lineup. Obviously, they brought in Bo Bichette. They kind of stole him out from underneath the Phils. Next pitch swung on and hit high in the air. Center field. Crawford on the run. It's deep. He's at the track. He's looking up, and that ball is gone. Straight away center field into the bushes here at Citizens Bank Park. And that just carried and carried. And it's a 1-0 lead for the New York Mets.
A rare slider from Aaron Nola, and it was belt high, inner half.
When it left the bat, I didn't think it was going to carry quite that far. And on a night like tonight, though, get one up in the air like that, and you got yourself a chance. And That puts the Mets on the board, so they take the early 1-0 lead. That'll bring A.J. Ewing back to the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat, the leadoff hitter for the Mets.
21st home run allowed by Aaron. But that went well over the fence. I'm surprised.
First pitch to Ewing, swing and a miss. Well, we say it often when Aaron's pitching. It's going to allow his home runs for sure.
Yeah.
That's part of it, but if they can be solo shots, and you can work around that for sure.
I think the first slider he's thrown tonight.
Next pitch, fouled straight back and out of play. A nice catch by the guy in the front row, Hall of Fame level.
And the fact it's an 0-2
to the 9-hole hitter, but Alvarez does have some power. 9 home runs.
Oh, he does.
Well, now 10.
Just surprised at a slider there.
The 0-2 pitch. And it's in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ewing. Nola works from the windup. He kicks the pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Another strikeout for Aaron Nola, his third of the night. His second against Ewing. And now with 2 outs, it'll bring Juan Soto to the plate. Cue the boos. Here they go.
Yeah. Right on cue.
The great Dan Baker, of course, working the PA here tonight, as he did for parts of the All-Star game as well. It was so great how he was honored and talked about so glowingly during the All-Star festivities. What a career for Dan Baker for sure. And
no doubt.
It's fun to watch him be a part of all of that.
The only one that's
1-0 pitch is a little bit low for a ball. 2-0.
Announced 2 or 3 All-Star games.
3 All-Star games. Yeah. It's quite the career for Dan Baker.
No doubt.
2 balls and no strikes to Juan Soto. The pitch just missed outside, 3-0. And you can see that Aaron's being cautious with Juan Soto, as he should be. Soto singled in his first at-bat. Back up the middle. So count 3-0 to Juan Soto. The windup, 3-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
That's his 41st pitch right there. He's got a good ratio, 28 strikes, 13 balls. Very good.
That was a pretty good pitch right there. The sinker right at the knees. So now 3 balls and a strike to Soto, who calls timeout, steps out of the box, readjusts the helmet, batting gloves. Now he's ready to go. The windup, the 3-1 pitch, and that's inside and low for a ball. So he walks him, and Soto will take his base, on base for the second time tonight. And with 2 outs, it'll bring Bo Bichette to the plate. He'll also get the boo treatment.
Yeah.
I mentioned he's been much better in his last month and a half, but leading into the break, struggled, just batting 143 on their homestand as that one sails inside for a ball. It's 1-0 to Bichette. He grounded into a 3-6-3 double play to end the first inning. It's 1-0 Mets here in the third right now. Soto takes his lead off first. Harper holding him on. Nola checks the runner, comes to the plate. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bo Bichette. Not a big lead for Soto over there at first. And the 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball, and it's fouled out of play.
Left that curveball up a little bit. Every now and then he does that with the curveball, and sometimes it hurts him, sometimes he gets away with it. But he's down with it for the most part. Keeps that curveball down.
Well, Nola and his numbers against right-handers this year, it really is remarkable. He's handled them well. He doesn't see a whole lot. 1-2 pitch, but he handles him right there as he strikes out Bo Bichette. with the knuckle curve. Chet went chasing, and it's another strikeout for Aaron Nola, his 4th of the night. And the Phillies get out of any other trouble. Mets do get on the board, a solo home run to make it 1-0 as we head to the...
Who called that, Alvarez or Iasonia?
I think that was a combined effort. It looked to me like Alvarez kind of caught that up against maybe his chest protector. He kind of fell back when he caught that. And I think Iasonia was just making sure he had it in his glove. But it is a strikeout, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Justin Crawford, the batter, takes the first pitch a little bit high for a ball. It's 1-0. JT Realmuto over there at first with 1 out.
It was 26 walks and 54 innings coming in, and that's part of the reason he wasn't going deep in games.
The 1-0 pitch swung on. That's popped up on the infield. Alvarez is down on a knee, so in comes Christian Scott from pitcher's mound, and he catches it at home plate. Alvarez, I don't know did the bat catch Alvarez because he crumpled and didn't even look for the ball. It was directly above his head. Christian Scott came all the way in and made the catch. Nice play by Scott, the pitcher.
Really?
And they're checking on Alvarez now. I did not see what happened to him. He must have taken the bat, right? Yes, he did. Crawford's bat hit him on the side of the helmet on the follow-through swing. Ouch. And he went down like he was hit with a left hook. I'm not 100% sure he's okay. The Mets training staff out there talking to Alvarez now. It looks like he's fighting to stay in this game.
Was that foul, too, by the way?
Yeah, it was a foul ball. Scott came all the way in, crossed over home plate, and made that catch. We're getting another look on the replay, and oh, man, he took that right across the jaw and just crumpled. Give Christian Scott a lot of credit for staying in the play.
Crawford not know he hit him.
Yeah, I know, because Crawford just took off, yeah. Well, nevertheless, 2 outs.
Nevertheless.
That'll bring the top of the order back to the plate. Trey Turner with the runner at first, now with 2 outs. Mets with the 1-0 lead. And Turner, who flew out to center field in his first at-bat, trying to keep things going here in the 3rd for the Phils. Alvarez is staying in the game. He's ready to go. And first pitch to Turner, outside for a ball.
Christian Scott catches it and goes, past Alvarez, and he's still down on his knees, and he's walking back towards the mound and just pats him on the head and keeps going. It's like, dude,
don't pat me on the head. Yeah, I don't think he realized what happened. It was an odd play. 1-0 pitch, swung on, line down the right field line, slicing foul into the seats. It's 1 ball and a strike to Trey Turner.
Guy's been a strike-throwing machine today, which he's never been, but the Phils are kind of swinging at everything, too.
Yeah, 30 pitches, 24 strikes for Christian Scott. JT Realmuto leads off first. And here's the 1-1 pitch to Turner. That's in there for a strike.
Now that splits the middle.
Yeah. At 96. So he gets ahead of Turner now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. The kick, the pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. Turner chasing one in the dirt there. And it's another strikeout for Christian Scott, his 4th. So the Phils get their first base runner, nothing more. They get a hit in the inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th. It's 1-0 New York.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way. Service Titan is the all-in-one system designed to help you scale the right way from day one. There's a reason Service Titan customers increase their revenue by an average of 15% every year. Get the software you can't outgrow. Go to ServiceTitan.com to learn more.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion.
It's the RAV4th inning presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2026 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Aaron Nola back out on the mound here in the fourth inning. Phillies trail at 1-0. Greg Murphy here alongside Larry Anderson. Mike Tuberosa engineering here in our booth. It's Louis Coco back in our studios. And it's Francisco Lindor to lead it off here in the fourth inning for New York. Phillies infield playing Lindor to pull. And first pitch, and he shoots it down the left field line and out of play. 0-1 to Lindor. He flew out to right field in his first at bat. Normally when we can't see Center City, Larry, it's a really bad sign because it means generally it's going to rain here at the ballpark. Yep. We cannot see Center City. Almost it's entirely disappeared. Next pitch on the inside for a ball. Wow, that just missed. It's 1-1 strike to Lindor.
Perhaps it's raining smoke particles.
Yeah. The windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of the curveball there is Lindor, and it's 1-2 strikes now to the Mets shortstop. I said to you, I remember a couple years ago when we dealt with the smoke issues, you could really smell the smoke. The 1-2 pitch, swung on and hit lightly to second base on a couple of hops. Stott has it, fires over to first in time for the out, 1 down. I said, but this time around, I didn't even really know what the haze was from until I heard it on the radio. They were talking about it, and I said, oh, that's what it is. I don't think there's a real strong smoky odor, at least not one that I've been able to detect. Well, they said at the start of the game the air quality was about 157, and between 150 and 200 is considered an unhealthy level. As first pitch is hit on the ground, the diving stop by Bryson Stott. He's up with it, gathers himself, and he gets Benj on a nice play by Bryson Stott over there at second, diving to his left. 1 pitch and another 1 pitch out. 2 outs here in the fourth.
Gotta like that. Well, our fans gotta have a Wawa Kyle Schwarber bobble figurine. Take home this popular giveaway on Friday, August 21st, when the Phils host or take on the Cardinals at 6:40. Visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets today.
Jorge Polanco now will step in with 2 outs here in the fourth. The Mets with the 1-0 lead. Nola's first pitch to Polanco is on the outside corner for a strike. He's been able to spot that curveball wherever he wants it tonight. 0-1 to Polanco. So anyway, unhealthy, 150 to 200. So it's at the lower end of the unhealthy scale, but they expect that number to creep up as the night goes on. Next pitch is swung on and hit off the end of the bat, softly up the middle, coming all the way across is Turner. He makes the play, throws over to first in time to get Jorge Polanco. Nice play by Trey Turner. Had to run a long way to pick that one up. Able to do so and get Polanco at first for the out. So 1-2-3 go. The Mets here in the fourth will head to the bottom half of the inning. The Phillies still trail by 1.
The Stratotech tee from Viore is one of those shirts you put on once and immediately get why people love it. It's incredibly soft, stretches with you, dries fast, and still looks sharp enough to wear from a workout to the ballpark without missing a beat. It's become my go-to tee for pretty much everything. Head to Viore.com/MLB for 20% off your first purchase. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Who do you want to be? That guy in Florida playing backgammon? Or the Chelsea fixture still turning heads? And you know how the Chelsea guy did it. He never left. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
This summer, your passport isn't required. Welcome to Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Inspired by the color and energy of Tokyo's vibrant sushi scene, these limited-time creations bring bold flavors in every bite. Discover new sushi rolls, steak tataki, and lobster and
Bottom of the fourth inning here in South Philadelphia. The Mets with the 1-0 lead. The bottom of the fourth is the RAV fourth inning, brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go Phils. And it'll be Kyle Schwarber to lead things off here in the fourth inning. And I think we might have a caller, as Schwarber digs in from the left side, and the first pitch from Christian Scott sails inside and almost hits Schwarber, able to get out of the way. It's 1 ball and no strikes to Schwarber. Are you suggesting that the Major League Baseball's home run leader might go yard right here?
That is correct.
I love it. The Phillies with just 1 hit. The Mets have 3. They have the 1-0 lead. And the next pitch, big swing, no contact there for Schwarber. It's 1-1. Well, he certainly went deep an awful lot on Monday. They don't count against the total. But.
No.
1-1 pitch, and that's high and inside as well. 2-1 to Kyle Schwarber. He flew out to center field in his first at-bat.
Using that cutter in on him.
Two balls and a strike. Scott, the pitch. That's inside for a ball as well. Yeah, they got a plan for Schwarber here, it looks like, and they're sticking to it. So 3 balls and a strike to Kyle Schwarber, who will look for his pitch right here. Phillies crowd starting to fill in, and the next pitch, big swing and a miss.
The people that didn't get the memo?
Yeah, the people, or the people that said, well, I can't get there by then. But the whole game time moved up an hour because of the air quality, so some folks just still getting to their seats. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he got Schwarber for the strikeout, his 5th of the night, and the first out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, spend the second half of your summer at Citizens Bank Park with the August Ballpark Pass. Secure a standing room ticket for all 13 August home games for just $125, which includes access to Toyota Phillies Wall of Fame night honoring Chase Utley. Visit Phillies.com to purchase the pass today or while supplies last.
Bryce Harper steps in to face Christian Scott. First pitch to him is high for a ball. It's 1-0. Harper struck out in his first at-bat. And now Alvarez is going to challenge that. And he thinks it was a strike, so we'll get our first ABS challenge, and it was indeed a strike. So a good challenge by Alvarez, and that flips the count on Bryce Harper. It's now no balls and a strike. The windup, the 0-1 pitch, way outside. In fact, it goes all the way back to the backstop as Alvarez unable to catch that one. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that misses inside for a ball, 2-1. Harper batting .259 with his 20 home runs, 57 runs batted in this year. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit hard on the ground, past the first base bag, and past the diving Jared Young and into right field. Harper is going to round first, and he will cruise into second with a stand-up double as the throw comes in late. Just inside the bag at first base and off the glove of Young, which slowed it down, and Benj unable to make a strong throw to second. So Harper is aboard. He's on board on second with a one-out double.
All right. Got a man in scoring position. See if the Phils can get him in, get this game tied up.
Well, first to do it will be Brandon Marsh, who digs in and sees his batting average just even at 300 at the moment. And the first pitch to Brandon Marsh in there for a strike at the knees. Pretty good pitch there from Christian Scott. Scott was drafted by the Mets in the 5th round back in 2021 out of the University of Florida. He was a star down there. Next pitch is inside, and Marsh has to jump out of the way. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. Checks the runner at second. It's Harper. And comes to the plate, and that one is fouled straight back in and out of the glove of Alvarez. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Brandon Marsh.
Philly's not able to square much up at all against Christian Scott.
Yeah, he's been good. And he's ahead in the count here to Brandon Marsh. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes set. He kicks. The pitch swung on and fouled down the left field line and out of play.
Phil's got some bad news. Injury front. Brad Keller have UCL torn.
Yeah, not good news at all. Team announcing that today. The 1-2 pitch is upstairs for a ball, 2-2. You heard Brad on the pregame show, if you were with us during the pregame show, talking about the injury and talking about how, before the break he had gone on the injured list because he was having some tenderness in that elbow. He rehabbed, he came back, he pitched in a game, he thought he was fine. 2-2 pitch, and that one is lifted into left center field. It's not real deep, and the left fielder Soto is underneath it. He'll make the catch for the out. Get it back into the infield. Harper stays at second. So 2 outs here. And it'll bring Alec Boehm to the plate. But let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Phillies Radio Network. Two outs, runner at second. Boehm digs in from the right side, and the first pitch from Christian Scott is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Yeah, so he said he had gotten an MRI done when he first felt the soreness in his elbow, and it came back clean. No tear, nothing. Then he went off and did the rehab and all of that, and when he came back and pitched in the big league game, fared fine. Next pitch to Boehm is popped up on the infield. First baseman Young in foul territory, and he will make the catch for the final out. But then had another MRI, and after that second MRI, they found the tear, and that is what's sending him to the injured list, and presumably will not pitch the rest of the season. That has not been decided, but certainly a big loss for the Phils.
No doubt.
We're through 4 here in South Philadelphia. Phillies unable to push that runner across. We'll head to the 5th. It's the Mets 1 and the Phils nothing.
In this business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. ServiceTitan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first bid to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. ServiceTitan, AI for the trades.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. StreetEasy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Phillies, the official source for your Phillies gear.
Top of the fifth inning, we've got a little bit of a pitcher's duel happening here tonight in South Philadelphia. Bottom of the order for the Mets, Jared Young, the 7-hole hitter to lead things off here in the fifth. Mets lead at 1-0. First pitch from Aaron Nola is breaking ball in there for a strike. Nola's allowed 3 hits, but one of them the solo home run to Francisco Alvarez. Phillies have managed just 2 hits, no runs so far. Next pitch from Nola is inside for a ball. It's 1-1. The windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just missed outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Jared Young, who struck out in his first at-bat back in the second. Phillies play Young, left-handed hitter, to pull on the infield and the opposite way in the outfield. Next pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, and Young's going to challenge that. I thought it was outside as well. We'll see. I think this is going to get overturned unless it's going to be one of those sliver strikes, as Kevin Stocker likes to say. We'll see. And, it is a sliver strike. How about that? And the Phils and Aaron Nola will take it. Call is confirmed. It doesn't get much closer than that.
No.
That's what we call a good pitch, Larry.
That's right. Talk about pitching on the block.
That's right. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. Nola said, asked Dan Iasonia where that was. That was pretty close. Iasonia gave him a 1-inch out kind of show. The next pitch is down low, so he walks him. So he loses him there. I think Nola thought he had him struck out on that 3-2 pitch. So a leadoff walk here in the fifth. We'll see if Aaron can pitch around here. Brett Beatty now, the batter. He flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Beatty, another left-handed hitter. 5 left-handed hitters and 2 switch hitters in the lineup tonight for the Mets. Nola will check the runner over at first. Comes set, comes to the plate. And the first pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. $60 pitches so far for Aaron Nola. 21 balls, 39 strikes.
He's in a good spot. He's been keeping that pitch count down.
Next pitch, swing and a foul tip at the plate. It's 1-1. It does seem like he's made maybe, 2 mistakes, and the one was hit out of the ballpark.
Yep.
But for the most part, pitching down in the zone at the knees or below and seeing the results from that, which is great. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Beatty. And the pitch. And that just missed a little bit outside for a ball. 2-1. Jared Young over there at first. He walked here in the fifth. 1-0 Mets. The 2-1 pitch. That's fouled back.
The one question I would have about it is if, and this has been, I think, his third start where he's literally been pitching down at the knees or below for the most part, is why has it taken 5 years to do that?
2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch swung on, line drive into center field, and that's going to be a base hit. Gathered up by Justin Crawford, but a solid base hit there. So 2 on and nobody out here in the 5th inning. And it'll bring Francisco Alvarez to the plate. Alvarez, of course, responsible for the only run so far in this game, a solo shot back in the 3rd. But he could do some damage here with 2 on and nobody out. And the first pitch to Alvarez is down low for a ball.
He can also hit into a double play.
Yes, he can, which is what we're rooting for right here.
Right now.
Young leads off second, Beatty off first. Nola comes set, and now time is called by Alvarez.
He's hit into 14 of them.
Okay.
Bichette 11 and Simeon 10. So he is their team leader, and maybe he can get another one.
1-0 pitch inside for a ball. It's 2-0. Alvarez's home run in the 3rd went 416 feet straightaway center field. 2-0 pitch here, and that's misses down low for a ball. 3-0. Now Aaron's in a little bit of trouble here.
A leadoff walk, I think you just hope that doesn't get in his head.
3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. The television broadcast just showed the pitch before that, and it also was a strike.
Yeah.
Not challenged by the Phils.
Again, I assume you just because they don't challenge it doesn't mean he got it right.
Yep. So the count is 3-1 now to Alvarez. Nola checks the runner at second. He kicks and the pitch. And that's down low. He misses. And he walks him. So now the bases are loaded. Nobody out. And the top of the order for the Mets.
Where's Caleb? There he comes.
Imagine coming out here, and he does indeed. Phillies pitching coach Caleb Cotham going to come out and have a word with his right-hander. And he was cruising along. Was Aaron Nola. That leadoff walk, as you mentioned, seems to have thrown him a little bit. Now at this point, it's about damage control.
Yeah.
Well, A.J. Ewing has been up twice and struck out twice, so that result would work here. As the conversation on the mound has concluded and Caleb Cotham heads back to the bench, the entire infield out there for that conversation on the mound. So Ewing will step in from the left side, 0 for 2 tonight. He's been hot over his last couple of games. He's in a big spot right here. So the first pitch to Ewing is a check swing, and it pitches low for a ball, no swing. Runners take their leads off first, second, and third. And the pitch to Ewing. Swung on, line drive right at Harper. He catches, steps on the bag, double play.
Stick with him.
Attaway hit hard, but right at Harper. Alvarez off the bag. Really no chance, as that could not have worked out any more perfect for the Phils than that. Into the glove of Harper. Alvarez didn't do himself any favors. He broke the wrong way, and that's a double play. 2 outs, and now runners at second and third. Juan Soto the batter, and they will walk Juan Soto intentionally. Makes sense to give the matchup, Aaron Nola and Bo Bichette, the righty on righty here with the bases loaded. Man, that was a big play in this ball game. Let's see if they can get out of here without any damage. Bichette 0 for 2 today, grounded into a double play, struck out back in the third. So runners at second and third, and 2 outs now. Or excuse me, bases loaded with Soto down there at first. Now time is called. Now he's ready to go. From the stretch, Nola's first pitch to Bichette is swung on and missed.
Sinker, and boy, did that have some movement on it.
Sure did.
When he gets on top of that sinker, and I don't know how long I've been saying it, but when he's on top of it and you throw it down low, you get sink, and that's what he got right there. And he's been getting a lot of that lately.
No balls and a strike to Bo Bichette. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Swung at the curveball there. He wasn't even close to it. So now Nola, 1 strike away of getting out of this inning. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Mets with the 1-0 lead. Aaron Nola trying to keep it right there. He's back up on top of the mound. He's ready to go. No balls and 2 strikes. He comes set. Checks the runner at third. He kicks the pitch. That's outside and low for a ball. It's 1-2. Try to get him to chase. Bichette did not. It's Young at third, Beatty at second. Juan Soto over there at first. 2 outs. Nola comes set. Black glove at the chest. He kicks the pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul, and it'll find the seats. Down the right field line into the crowd, about 10 rows deep. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Got under that a little bit, elevated, but it was running in. It didn't get the sink, but it ran in on his hands a little bit.
Nola's still in the driver's seat here. He's ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. But nowhere to put Bo Bichette. Comes set. He kicks the pitch. Swung on. Popped up. Shallow right field. Here comes Rincones. He's going to get there. He makes the catch for the out. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And Aaron Nola able to get out of the jam. And we're through 4.5 innings here in South Philadelphia. And the Phillies down 1-0.
Service Titan is the only fully integrated AI that automates your entire workflow. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors, ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's B-Y-R-N-A, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Time for the Citizen Stats leader, Jess Marconi, a huge Philly fan from row 104, seat 10. found Ethan Hewitt's front tooth in the aisle, which was knocked out by a second-round Schwarber in the home run derby. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Not all heroes wear capes, that's for sure. That is a great story, which we're going to get to in just 1 second. Bryson Stott will lead it off for the Phillies here against Christian Scott. And Stott takes the first pitch a little bit outside for a ball. Stott struck out in his first at-bat. What an inning for the Phils as they load up the bases. Nobody out to the Mets. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And Phil's able to get out of that. The line drive double play, then the pop out from Bo Bichette. And still very much a ball game. Phillies trail it 1-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. And the next pitch to Stott. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. So, home run derby.
Yep.
And a friend of the friend of the family, right?
Yeah, it's Christie's best friend's son.
Okay.
Who I got tickets for the All-Star stuff. He's sitting out there and
Section 104, 103, right out in
104.
the prime area, right?
Yep.
Next pitch is in the dirt, almost hits Stott in the foot. He dances out of the way.
Right
Two
field.
balls and 2 strikes, yeah. And then that guy, Kyle Schwarber, comes up and starts mashing home runs into that section, right?
Yep.
And he took it.
He saw it. He said, I saw it coming, but I couldn't react fast enough. I mean, they were flying in there. I asked Scott about it. He said it was like missiles coming in.
2-2 pitch is fouled past the first base bag.
Although Scott was in left field.
Yeah, Scott Fransky was in left.
But then this other friend of mine, Mike Marconi, it was his son, Nicholas, and his wife, Jess. And they were sitting next to him, and that ball hit, and Ethan grabbed his mouth, and he looked at his aunt and was like, am I okay? And she's like, no. And we got to go. They took off. Well, he didn't have his tooth. Jess found the tooth in the aisle.
2-2 pitch. And it's fouled straight back. So the ball hit him right in the mouth. And the young man also has braces.
Braces, yeah.
So it knocked the braces off the teeth and knocked
Walked one tooth out, pushed one back, and I guess dislodged a couple others. But she found the tooth when the medics came back to document everything.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he gets Bryson Stott there. First out here in the fifth.
As the seat in the row and all that. And she found his tooth and gave it to him. And so he had been spitting blood into a cup until they put the tooth back in. It saved the root, so they took off for chop. And I showed you the after picture. The next day was phenomenal. The work they did there.
JT Realmuto, the batter here. He singled in his first at bat, and the first pitch to JT is in there for a strike. So the after picture, Larry shows me today. He showed me the before picture where the braces were completely knocked off the teeth and the teeth were knocked out, very bloody. And the second picture, 24 hours later. Next pitch to Realmuto, hit back up the middle once again, fielded by the second baseman Batty on the backhand, and he's able to make a strong throw over to first in time to get JT Realmuto 2 outs. Nice play by Beatty there. So you look at the after picture after 24 hours of chop, and his teeth are all back in,
glued
intact.
in. They've got one wire across them, but to keep them in place and hold them together.
The braces are gone.
Yeah.
And his teeth look perfect. It's a great story. First pitch to Gabriel Rincones Jr., big swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Texted Chris Ware of the Phillies PR department, and the next thing you know, he's calling me. He's sitting they're talking to Schwarber. Schwarber's signing a bat for him, got him a home run derby ball.
Next pitch is outside for a ball, 1-1.
And I took him over the next day to Ethan, and he lives a couple blocks from us, and he said, this is the best day of my life.
He got an autographed bat and a ball from Schwarber.
Yep.
How cool is Kyle to take the time to do that and make that young man's day?
And kudos to Chris Ware, too, for taking charge of that and getting it done. I happened to see Schwarber when I was coming here to pick up the bat and ball. He was in the parking lot.
2-1 pitch is popped up, foul behind home plate. It's going to find the seats.
And just had to run over and thank him.
Sure.
And he was getting ready to go to the red carpet. And
did you show him the pictures?
I had him in my car, but I didn't have my phone on me. It was in the car, and I ran over just to thank him. And he just, it's like
he's one of the best. He just
unbelievable.
Is. Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rincones inside for a ball. It's 3-2, but it looks like Alvarez is going to challenge that. Well, it's a little bit inside to me, but we'll see. And
hope it's not a sliver.
And it's not. It is inside. Just missed. So the count will run full to Rincones. Missed by about an inch.
See, that's one there. I don't understand the challenge there.
Yeah.
It's just
it was not the best challenge. So the count is full to Gabriel Rincones Jr. Well, just to put a wrap on that story. So he obviously gets the bat, the ball. He's very excited about that. But the teeth look amazing. And
phenomenal.
I said you can add one more thing to Kyle Schwarber's growing list of accomplishments in this game, and you can put orthodontist on the resume now because he straightened this young man's teeth. They look terrific. So 3-2 pitch, foul back in and out of the glove of Alvarez, and Rincones stays alive. Well, Ethan, we're glad you're doing just fine, and
yeah, he's a warrior.
Yeah. Two outs, bottom of the 5th. Phillies trail at 1-0. Count is full to Gabriel Rincones Jr. The kick, the pitch. Fouled straight back again, just to our right, down below. So we'll do it again.
You think about guys getting hit in the hand or ribs or something by a fastball.
3-2 pitch is on the inside corner for a called third strike. Rincones does want to challenge that. And we're going to get another look up at the ABS challenge. Rincones thought it was inside. We'll see. And that one did catch a piece of the corner of the plate. And it is a strikeout for Scott. So another strikeout for him. His 7th of the night. The Phillies go 1-2-3 here in the 5th. We'll head to the 6th inning. It is still 1-0 New York.
The core short from Viore is one pair I keep reaching for. Morning run, afternoon training, watching the game. It doesn't matter. Soft 4-way stretch, built-in liner, comfortable all day. Plus, they look good enough to wear well beyond the gym. Ready to try a pair? Head to viore.com/MLB and get 20% off your first purchase. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Have you ever had so many tabs open that your computer starts slowing down? Life can feel like that too. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report found that 74% of Americans believe society still discourages asking for help. Therapy can help you sort through what's taking up space and quietly affecting you. With BetterHelp, connect with a licensed therapist online and switch anytime. Maybe it's time to close a few tabs. Visit BetterHelp.com/let'sbegin to get started.
Who do you want to be? That guy in Florida playing backgammon? Or the Chelsea fixture still turning heads? And you know how the Chelsea guy did it. He never left. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy
Chick-fil-A nugget of the game, July 16th, 2009. Playing in his 658th career game, Ryan Howard becomes the fastest player in Major League history to hit 200 home runs with a solo shot off of Marlins pitcher Chris Volstad. He breaks the previous mark held by Hall of Famer Ralph Kiner, who accomplished the feat in 706 games.
I remember that well when that happened. Ryan, who was a part of the All-Star festivities all week long here. He was a big part of the Home Run Derby. It's fun to see him and J-Roll down on the field and doing their interviews and stuff. Chase Utley was here. So many of the alum were back, and and part of the festivities as well. Francisco Lindor to lead it off here in the 6th inning, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Aaron Nola pitching into the 6th inning here. Got himself in and out of trouble last inning, loaded up the bases, then got out of it without any damage done. The windup in the 0-1 pitch to Francisco Lindor. That's fouled. Oh, look out into the camera well, just to the adjacent side of the Phillies dugout down the first base line. That one was coming in hot. So it's quickly 0-2 to Francisco Lindor. The field here at Citizens Bank Park still showing the remnants of the All-Star game. The logo out in center field. Next pitch hit on the ground, but right at Bryson Stott. He's got plenty of time to gather himself and throw over to first to get Lindor for the first out. One down here in the 6th. The ASG logo out in center field with kind of like flames and stars coming out of it. Right. If you saw it on TV, it's pretty cool. It stretches pretty much from left center field to right center field. And then behind home plate, big 250th in red, white, and blue, celebrating America's 250th, it says, Major League Baseball logo. The stars still around the home plate circle. First pitch to Carson Benj upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
The park just looked, on TV, it looked gorgeous. It looked fabulous. And the fans, can't say enough, man. Did they show up?
Well, that was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch. Now it's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Yeah, my youngest son, Colin, was at the game, and he was telling me a little bit about how cool it was and everything that was happening.
Somebody said something, though, in the clips. My wife read it to me.
1-1 pitch. And it's hit on the ground, up the middle, but Trey Turner is there, but he goes right under his glove. And that's going to allow Benj to round first to get all the way to second
go get
base.
The ball.
Yeah, no one went to chase the ball. Went right under Turner's glove. Crawford eventually gets in there to pick it up, but not before Benj is able to get all the way around to second base. This was a routine three-hopper to Turner. It actually hit off the heel of his glove and into center field. So that'll be an error on Trey Turner.
Trey got himself in between those hops there. I think either stay back or come in sooner, but kind of came in a little late. I think just got it in between them.
That's going to force Nola to work around another runner in scoring position. Jorge Polanco will be the batter. He's popped out and grounded out so far tonight. Takes the first pitch a little bit low for a ball. And we saw Turner make a really good play early in this game, coming across the diamond on a slow hit ball up the middle. Made a nice play on that. That one, certainly one that he'd like to have back. 1-0 pitch to Polanco's in there for a strike. The next pitch for Aaron Nola will be his 85th of the night. Pretty good ratio, 30 balls to 56 strikes. Check the runner at second. He kicks, and the 1-1 pitch. That's upstairs for a ball. It's 2-1.
84 pitches where he was in his last start before the break when he got taken out. And didn't turn out well.
No, it did not. And I would not think, you heard after that game, Don Mattingly saying he's going to lose a little sleep over that one.
It, yeah.
Next pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. 2-2.
Oh, one thing I was saying about the All-Star game and the fans that she read to me that said one thing you didn't hear anybody write about or national people say anything about the fans in Philadelphia saying Walker's dad.
Yeah.
When his son won the home run derby.
Yeah, I know.
That was classy.
It was awesome. It was an awesome scene. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Big pitch there from Aaron Nola. His 5th strikeout of the night, and that's the second out here in the 6th. It'll bring Jared Young to the plate. Yeah, Jordan Walker's family cheering on their son as he was closing in on Kyle Schwarber. He needed to hit 4 or 5 in a row.
5 in a row,
without recording an out, and he was able to chase down Schwarber. And then after that, the fans in and around that section started chanting for the Walker family. Yeah. First pitch, swing and a miss to Jared Young, who has struck out and walked in this contest so far. 2 outs, runner at second. Safe on the 2-base error by Trey Turner. It's 1-0 Mets here with 2 outs in the 6th. The Phillies do have some action in the bullpen. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. As Orion Kerkering is beginning to loosen. But Nola should be out of this inning.
Yep.
And he seems to be in pretty good control so far in this game. He's ahead in the count here. No balls and 2 strikes. We'll check the runner at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Foul tip into the glove of JT Realmuto. 6 strikeout. And Aaron Nola works around the error. And he's through 6 here in South Philadelphia. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. And it's 1-0 New York.
Service Titan is the only fully integrated AI that automates your entire workflow. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker, too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
The Independence Blue Cross Player Spotlight is focused on Johan Duran. Since he was acquired last season on July 30th, the Phillies are 77-2 when entering the 9th inning with a lead.
Wow.
77-2. I'll take that.
Good. That's pretty good. Yeah, you'll take those odds for sure.
Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. I mean, that's just phenomenal.
Insane. Bottom of the 6th inning. Justin Crawford to lead things off for the Phillies. Then the top of the order. And the first pitch from Christian Scott, who has just been terrific tonight, is in there for a strike. We're here in the 6th inning. He's thrown just 68 pitches so far, 49 of them for strikes. The 0-1 pitch, that's in there for a strike as well. It's quickly 0-2 to Justin Crawford. The Mets do have some action in their bullpen as well. And the 0-2 pitch to Crawford, fouled straight back. Can't see who that is out there quite yet. But just 70 pitches for Scott so far.
You mean you can't see through the smoke?
Yeah, it does make it a little more challenging. No balls and 2 strikes. Scott working from the windup against Crawford. The pitch is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-2.
It is Brooks Raley.
All right.
Lefty.
Lefty out there in the bullpen. So the 1-2 pitch to Crawford swung and hit ground ball up the middle. Lindor is there, and he makes a quick throw across his body in time to get the speedy Crawford for the first out. 6-3 goes the put out. And it'll bring Trey Turner in the top of the order back to the plate. So whether or not Aaron Nola's night is done, we're not sure. I would venture to guess that they might try and send him back out there and get through one more inning if they can. If they get to the part of the lineup with Soto, first pitch to Trey Turner is outside for a ball. Then I think you might see them make a move. But the Phillies offense hasn't put any runs on the board, just 2 hits for the Phillies. So they're going to have to do some damage at some point. They're going to win this game. That next pitch, a little bit outside for a ball. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Trey Turner. The Phillies need some base runners with their big boppers coming up. Scott looks in, comes set, the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss.
3 of the last 4 games for Scott. For Christian Scott, he has not reached 90 pitches. His last time out he did before the break. He hit 90 pitches. But
no, he's still 15 away from there.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch, and that one misses. Alvarez holds it there. I think he thought it was a strike. It was not called by Dan Iasonia. So the count goes to 3-1 on Trey Turner with Kyle Schwarber waiting on deck. Well, Christian Scott did miss all of last season with Tommy John surgery. And coming back from that, the 3-1 pitch is a line drive, soft line drive, broken bat to the second baseman Beatty, and he makes the play for the out. So 2 outs, and that will bring Schwarber to the plate. Probably not the swing you want to get off 3-1 at that point.
Not really.
So Schwarber digs in from the left side. He's 0 for 2 tonight. And the first pitch swung and fouled straight back. Good cut there by Schwarber.
He got a cutter that didn't cut, and it was belt high and split the plate in half. Had a rip at it. But I don't think he wants to throw another one of those. Not there.
The 0-1 pitch, swung on, hit well, deep to right field. Going back on it is Benj. He's looking up, and that ball is off the top of the wall in play. And Schwarber will cruise into second with a double. It hit the very top of the fence and came back into play. I'm sure they're going to check this, but that's what it looked like to me.
How does it not carry? I can't see it. I have no idea where it hit.
So Schwarber over there at second at the moment, but we'll take another look. We're getting a replay of it. Benj was out there, and it hit the very top of the rail.
The ball remained live and in play. This is a crew chief review.
Yeah, and it did come back into play. How does that not go out? It hit the top of the metal railing.
How does it not carry like Francisco Alvarez at dead center? That ball carried 30 feet more.
So the question is, I mean, it hits the top of that metal rail.
Yeah.
I think it's going to end up being the double because it comes back into play.
Comes back in.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's missing a home run by an inch. So we'll await a crew chief review of this, but I think the call in the field's going to stand that it'll be a double. And it'll bring Harper to the plate with 2 outs.
I just said he doesn't want to throw that pitch again, and he did.
He did. He threw the exact pitch.
And it did the exact same nothing.
And, wow, we're getting another look in the replay. I can't figure out. I was not a physics major in college, but I'm not exactly sure how a ball hits directly on top and then comes back into play.
The one, fraction of an inch in the same spot.
After review, the ball hit the railing. The railing is in play. The call on the field stands. The runner remains at second base.
That is the right call. That's exactly how we saw it. And Kyle Schwarber missed his 33rd home run of the year by
an
inch.
But
he's safe at second, and it's going to bring Harper to the plate, and it looks like this is going to be the end of the night for Christian Scott as the Mets are going to make a pitching change, probably go to the lefty out there. Pitching change is brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies ground crew. We'll get you the information on the new pitcher coming up on the other side. Stay with us right here on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Stratotech tee from Viore is one of those shirts you put on once and immediately get why people love it. It's incredibly soft, stretches with you, dries fast, and still looks sharp enough to wear from a workout to the ballpark without missing a beat. It's become my go-to tee for pretty much everything. Head to Viore.com/MLB for 20% off your first purchase. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
You gotta ask yourself, want to talk about the time you lived in the greatest city on earth, or still live in it? In the city where a matinee leads to 2 a.m. tacos, your New York era can last a lifetime. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy can help you become a forever New Yorker. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Well, the new pitcher for the New York Mets is the left-hander Brooks Raley, who comes into this game, his 40th game of the year for the Mets. He'll come in with 2 outs. Runner on second is Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper at the plate. Phillies trying to tie this ball game up. And the first pitch to Harper, down low for a ball. It's 1-0.
Where's Schwarber going? He had a good secondary lead. He was
don't go too far.
25 feet off the bag. Yeah,
Lindor's right behind him. 1 ball and no strikes to pitch to Harper. And now they're going to throw behind him, and he's caught off second. And another throw down to third, and it's unable to be handled by Bo Bichette. A poor throw from Francisco Lindor. They had Schwarber dead to rights, and the Phillies get a break there. Larry, to your point, what was Schwarber doing?
I don't know. Maybe he was trying to do that. That's
okay.
I saw that look. I was like, nah.
Well, it worked out because he gets down to third. Not that that's a big deal. Bassett is going to be needed to score anyway, or likely to score him anyway.
There's a number of ways to score from third, though, without a hit.
Well, that is fair. But the count is 2-0 to Bryce Harper. Phillies with a break there. And the next pitch to Harper is a little bit high for a ball, so the count now 3-0 to Harper with the right-handed hitter, Brandon Marsh, or excuse me, with the left-handed hitter, Brandon Marsh, waiting on deck. So they might be careful with Bryce here. The kick and the 3-0 pitch, and that's way inside for a ball, and he walks him on 4 pitches.
I got a question, Murph.
Yeah.
Can they assume an out on that play?
In other words,
like instead of a stolen base?
Well, no, I wouldn't think you could.
They gave him an error.
They did not give him an error?
They did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there has to be an error. So the error allows him to move to third, does it not?
Schwarber was caught stealing third base. Like if a guy's running to second,
yeah, I mean,
and the throw beats him, but they drop the ball, he gets a stolen base. What's the difference going second to third?
Yeah, they might have to relook at that. You're right. Well, right now, first and third, 2 outs, and Brandon Marsh up in a big spot for the Phils here. The first pitch to Marsh is in there for a strike.
He might not get a better one than that.
That was center cut right there. So no balls and a strike to Marsh. Schwarber at third. Harper at first. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up, left side, over by the Mets dugout. Bichette giving chase. He's at the railing. He runs out of room. It hits the top of the Mets dugout and into the seats. A little bit of a break there for the Phils. They need to take advantage of one of these breaks. It's 0-2 to Brandon Marsh.
Yes, they do.
Alec Bohm waits on deck. But with runners on the corners and 2 outs, Phillies down a run. They missed tying up this game by literally an inch. They could try and tie it up here. The pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. So Brooks Raley comes in, walks Harper, but gets Marsh on strikes, and that ends the threat here in the 6th. Phillies made it interesting, but they get through the 6th unscathed to the Mets. We'll head to the 7th, and it's still 1-0 New York.
Service Titan is the only fully integrated AI that automates your entire workflow. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs, or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker, too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Time for the PGW game summary. Well, this is a pitcher's duel, no question. Mets had one run, a home run by Francisco Alvarez back in the third inning. And that is the only scoring in this game. Christian Scott, the starter for the Mets, is out of the game, but he was outstanding. Aaron Nola out for the seventh inning. He has been really, really good tonight. Phil's trailing this one, though, 1-0. PGW fueling the future.
And Nola back out there to face Brett Beatty here, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. So it'll be Beatty, Francisco Alvarez, 8-9, and then the top of the order, A.J. Ewing. Let's see if Aaron can get through this seventh inning. And the next pitch is swung on, and that one's hit well. Deep to right field. Brinconis is going back, and that one is gone. So Beatty turns on that, his fifth home run of the year. And it's 2-0 New York here in the seventh. That one was up, and Beatty didn't miss it. So another solo home run for the New York Mets, and they lead it 2-0 now. And that'll bring Alvarez up to the plate. So the 8-hole hitter and the 9-hole hitter are the ones that have done the damage tonight. But it's still only 2-0. Phil's offense certainly capable of getting back in this one.
That's a four-seamer, though, above the strike zone.
First pitch to Alvarez. He was looking to hit one himself. He swings through that. It's 0-1. Jonathan Bolin now up in the Phillies bullpen.
I'm pretty sure that's the highest pitch he's thrown, most elevated pitch of the game, out of his 90-something pitches. The only one that's been above the belt, I think.
So is that a missed spot in your mind, or you think he was trying to do that?
I would hope not. He's not trying to pitch up in the zone at 92.
The 0-1 pitch here is a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-1. I mean, all night long he's been missing down. I got to believe that one just got away from him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
1 ball, 1 strike to Alvarez. The kick, the pitch. That's down and away. 2-1.
And that seems like a monstrous run, the way the Phil's offense is going.
Well, the Phils weren't going to win this game without scoring a run. That we know. So 2-1 pitch. That's down low as well. 3-1 now to Alvarez. Certainly don't want to walk him here. And have to face the top of the order for the fourth time. As I mentioned, Bolin is up, and they might go to him sooner rather than later if Nola struggles here. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, line drive, left field. Marsh is going back, but that's going to be over his head, and that one is over the wall and gone. So Alvarez hits one out to left field, just clears the wall. His second of the night, his 11th of the year, and now it is 3-0 New York.
I don't know what that wasn't a strike. That was at the knees, in off the plate. Well, maybe a hair above the knees, but in off the plate.
Well, that's going to do it for Nola.
When you're 3-1, they're just going to sit fastballs, and that's what happens.
Yeah, he was cheating on that, and he won. So that makes it 3-0, and Don Mattingly is on his way out to the mound to take the baseball from Aaron Nola, who all night long was really, really good. But he allows the 2 home runs here in the 7th. Still nobody out here in the 7th. We'll have a pitching change. Jonathan Bolin coming into this one. We'll get you the details coming up on the other side. Stay with us right here on the Phillies Radio Network.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash? Today's phrase is table setter. Do you know what it means? Table setter. A batter whose job is to get on base for others to drive him in.
A run already. Go to the 5th. Tied at 1. You've got Young as the table setter on.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
The next time you're at the checkout register, look for the balloon, because a donation to Children's Miracle Network has the power to change lives. Children's Miracle Network supports 170 children's hospitals across the United States and Canada. These nonprofit hospitals provide care for all kids, from routine checkups to life-changing treatments. So look for the balloon and make a big change for a kid near you. Learn more at cmn.org.
The Stratotech tee from Viore is one of those shirts you put on once and immediately get why people love it. It's incredibly soft, stretches with you, dries fast, and still looks sharp enough to wear from a workout to the ballpark without missing a beat. It's become my go-to tee for pretty much everything. Head to viore.com/MLB for 20% off your first purchase. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
Well, the new pitcher for the Phillies is right-hander Jonathan Bolin, coming into his 34th game of the year. He has been really good of late on the latest road trip. Appeared in 3 games, got 3 holds in that game, did not allow a run in 4 1/3 innings. Allowed just 1 hit in that time, a walk and 6 strikeouts. He'll try to keep it right here. The Mets with a 3-0 lead. Nobody out here in the 7th. And first pitch to the top of the order, A.J. Ewing, is in there for a strike. Ewing 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of strikeouts. He also lined into that double play. Next pitch, swung on and hit on the ground, but right at Harper. And he says he'll take it himself. He does. Steps on the bag for the first out. 3 unassisted. And that'll bring Juan Soto to the plate. He's been on base all 3 times tonight. Couple of walks and a single. The television broadcast is showing both home runs, and the difference is about an inch. First pitch to Juan Soto, down low. I shouldn't say both home runs. The Schwarber one that hit the top of the railing, and then the Alvarez, the second Alvarez one that just cleared over that back railing. 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back. It's 1-1 to Juan Soto. So Nola goes 6 innings. He pitches to 2 batters in the 7th. He allowed 6 hits and 3 runs. But the last 2 batters he faced both homered, making that line look a little bit different.
Yeah, a shame.
1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. So Bolin gets ahead of Soto here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Juan Soto. Phillies play Soto to pull on the infield, straight away in the outfield. And the pitch. And it's hit on the ground up the first base line, but foul. Count stays 1-2. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Murph.
I would say the Phillies are into the Mets bullpen at this point, so,
Yeah.
that's where they're going to have to do the damage. They need to get some base runners, score some runs.
Yep.
The 1-2 pitch. Check swing, fouled over the Mets dugout into the net. That was kind of an emergency hack right there for Soto. Stays alive.
Pitching line for Mets, Christian Scott, 5 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Again for Scott.
Now Boland's ready to go. The 1-2 pitch, and that just misses a little bit low, 2-2. Good hold there by Juan Soto. Christian Scott, who got the start for the Mets, he went 5 2/3. He allowed 3 hits, no runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. 2-2 pitch here, swung on in and out of the glove, foul ball in and out of the glove of JT Realmuto. So the count will stay 2-2.
Christian Scott was good. I don't know if he was that good or if the Phillies offense is just trying to, after having some time off, just not able to time some things up.
Boland kicks the 2-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. 3-2 now to Juan Soto, who is a tough at bat every single time he's in the box. He's worked the count full here. He's already walked twice tonight. 1 out, top of the 7th. Phillies trail it 3-0. Boland from the stretch, the pitch. And that one's down low, and he walks him. So Soto is a 1-out base runner here in the 7th. That'll bring Bo Bichette to the plate. Bichette 0 for 3 tonight, grounded out into a double play, struck out and flat out. And the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. You think that, Boland's just trying to be real careful with Soto there?
I think he's being careful there, yeah. With 1 out, Soto's not going to run, I don't think.
1 pitch, and it's fouled straight down at the plate. So quickly 0-2 to Bo Bichette.
He does have 7 bags. Been caught 3 times.
He doesn't look like he's about to run. Pretty short lead out there at first. Boland looks in, gets his sign from JT Realmuto. He comes set. Brown glove at the chest. He kicks, and the pitch swung on and hit right past Boland and picked up by Turner. Steps on the bag for 1, over to first in time for the double play. So a nice play by Trey Turner there, fielding it up the middle and able to turn the double play. Phillies get out of any trouble here, but 2 runs across in the 7th as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies trail it 3-0.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way. Service Titan is the all-in-one system designed to help you scale the right way from day one. There's a reason Service Titan customers increase their revenue by an average of 15% every year. Get the software you can't outgrow. Go to ServiceTitan.com to learn more.
Who do you want to be? That guy in Florida playing backgammon? Or the Chelsea fixture still turning heads? And you know how the Chelsea guy did it. He never left. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Excellent fastball, a good hard slider.
The 2-0 pitch. High fly ball, deep right center. Reggie Jackson and Blair in pursuit, and they collide.
This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Any accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies. It's offense time, Murph.
It sure is. Alec Boehm to lead it off here in the 7th. The new pitcher for the Mets will be the right-hander Huáscar Brazoban. It'll be his 40th game of the season. Phillies have seen an awful lot of him over the years. And the first pitch to Boehm, he hits it on the ground to the left of Bichette, who gathers and fires across in time to get Alec Boehm. Another good play by Bichette on Alec Boehm for the first out. One pitch, and they get the out.
Well, that's, to me, it's Boehm and Stott are really a big keys to this offense to get it going. The guys at the top have generally been pretty consistent for most of the year, but they've been swinging a bat better, but they need to keep it up.
Well, Bryson Stott, the batter now, he has struck out twice here today. He takes that first pitch from Brazoban over for a strike. So 0-1. The smoke and the air quality has definitely deteriorated here at the ballpark. As the visibility has gotten worse, as that pitch is a little bit low for a ball. 1-1. The haze inside the playing bowl is worse than it was when we started this game for sure. We cannot see center city at all at this point. Next pitch is fouled out of play down the left field line. I got to be honest, I'm starting to feel it a little bit.
I can feel it in my throat.
Yeah.
But I still don't smell it that much.
No, I don't either. It's kind of odd. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. 1 out here in the 7th. Mets lead it by 3. And a pitch, and that one's fouled at the plate. Count stays 1-2 to Stott. JT Realmuto waits on deck. Phillies no runs on 3 hits and an error. The Mets 3 runs on 6 hits and an error. Brazoban works from the stretch, comes set, glove at the belt. He kicks, the pitch, swung on, line drive, center field. On the run is A.J. Ewing, still running at the track. He'll reach up and make the catch right in front of the Phillies bullpen. Great jump by Ewing on that one, able to gather it in. Stott hit it hard, but it's an out. That's the second out here in the 7th, and it'll bring JT Realmuto to the plate.
Yeah, Ewing had a long ways to go on that. He was playing over a little shaded to left center. And makes the catch just to the right of dead center.
So now Realmuto, who has one of the Phillies' hits tonight, will step in, takes the first pitch outside for a ball. It was 97 off the bat of Bryson Stott, so maybe just didn't get all of it at that point. Now time is called as Alvarez is going to go out and have a conversation with Brazoban. The winds have picked up as well. It is blowing pretty steadily from the left field foul pole to the right field foul pole, right across center field.
Which means it's blowing from Canada.
Apparently. It is definitely carrying from Canada. Well, it's a good time for us to pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Phillies Radio Network. Two outs, bottom of the 7th inning. Phillies trail it 3-0. And the next pitch to JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss. A foul tip at the plate. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Realmuto. Mets pitching has been good tonight, as they have kept the Phils hitters pretty much off balance. Next pitch is down low, foul tip. They're saying off of the end of the bat of JT, so a called strike there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No argument from Realmuto, so he must have gotten a little piece of that. So Brazoban ahead of Real Muto, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the 7th. Brazoban kicks the pitch. That's down low, 2-2. Brazoban ready to go. The next pitch outside for a ball. The count runs full to Real Muto. 3-2. Phillies need some base runners.
Yeah, they do.
And the pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground softly to short. Lindor charges in, gets it on the hop, fires across in time to get Real Muto. So the Phillies unable to get a base runner here in the 7th. They go down 1-2-3. And as we head to the 8th, the Phillies still trail by 3.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The core short from Viore is one pair I keep reaching for. Morning run, afternoon training, watching the game, it doesn't matter. Soft 4-way stretch, built-in liner, comfortable all day. Plus, they look good enough to wear well beyond the gym. Ready to try a pair? Head to viore.com/MLB and get 20% off your first purchase. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Have you ever had so many tabs open that your computer starts slowing down? Life can feel like that too. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report found that 74% of Americans believe society still discourages asking for help. Therapy.
Top of the 8th inning, Mets lead it 3-0. New pitcher for the Phils will be the right-hander Seth Johnson, who was just recalled today from the Lehigh Valley after the news of Brad Keller's injury came out, making his 4th stint with the Phillies so far this season. He's pitched in 11 games so far. This will be number 12. It's been pretty good against left-handed hitters. Hasn't allowed a hit to a left-handed hitter in 10 at-bats. But trouble sometimes throwing strikes, and that's what he's going to have to do at this moment. Lindor will be the first to face him. Lindor 0 for 3 tonight. Batting just .212 on the season is Francisco Lindor. So Johnson, who works from the stretch, is ready to go. And the first pitch to Lindor is a little bit high and outside for a ball. It's 1-0. From the stretch, the next pitch is high for a ball. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Francisco Lindor. It'll be Lindor, then Carson Benj. He waits on deck. The next pitch is in there for a strike. So 2-1 now to Lindor.
All 3 pitches have been at the belt or higher, and he's got to get that ball out of his glove sooner.
2-1 pitch, swung on, popped up on the infield. Going out for it is Turner. Coming in is Marsh. Turner's going to call for it, and he'll make the catch. About 15 feet into the grass.
You look up at the lights, the haze around the lights. I don't know how these guys even see the ball when it goes up.
Yeah, it's bad. And, Jeremy Wilt, the Phillies head groundskeeper, has been out a couple of times talking with the umpires, presumably about the situation. And and which way it's trending. Obviously, it's trending worse. But, here in the 8th inning at this point, they're going to try and finish this game. Carson Benj, the batter, 1 for 3 on the night. Left-handed hitter facing Seth Johnson. He swings at the first pitch. A couple of hops right to Bryson Stott, who gets it over to Harper in time for the out. 2 outs. Nice job by Johnson there. That'll bring Jorge Polanco to the plate. Yeah, it's reminiscent or getting close to, folks remember the fog game from a week and a half ago in Chicago where you couldn't see hardly anything.
Right.
I mean, we're trending in that direction. It's not quite that bad yet. First pitch to Polanco. Down low for a ball. It's 1-0.
It's not long before, when it's really cold in the winter and you go outside and you see your breath. What about that point right now?
1-0 pitch, swung on, line drive left field. Marsh gets turned around a little bit, but reaches up and able to spin and make the catch for the out. Turned the wrong shoulder at first, readjusted, and right in front of the track, able to make the out for the final out. So nice job by Seth Johnson, who sets down the Mets 1-2-3 here in the 8th. Phil's running out of time. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. They still trail by 3.
If you're a commercial contractor, you know the game. Service work projects, crew tracking, cash flow, margins, and more. Here's the problem. You're running your business with disjointed systems that just aren't cutting it. If that's the case, I need to tell you about Service Titan, the only end-to-end platform built specifically for service and construction work. From prospecting and bidding to install, maintenance, retrofits, and everything in between, Service Titan gives you the tools you need to thrive. Learn more at ServiceTitan.com. That's ServiceTitan.com.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparent who bolted to the burbs? Or the cool relatives still living in NYC? The city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, deterring the mountain lion and giving his family time to get to safety. Byrna less lethal launchers fire powerful kinetic and chemical irritant rounds designed to stop threats. Visit Byrna.com. That's Byrna, Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Phillies trail it 3-0. And the new pitcher for the Mets is right-hander Luke Weaver, coming into his 38th game so far this year. He's allowed just 1 run on 1 hit in his last 5 outings. It's been good for them. Fastball, changeup, cutter, slider in the arsenal for Luke Weaver. It'll be Gabriel Raconis Jr. to lead it off here in the 8th. Phillies need some base runners. They need them quick. Rincones has struck out twice, 0 for 2 on the night.
Just a 154 opponent's average against Weaver.
And first pitch to Rincones. He swings and hits it high in the air, deep center field. Ewing is going back, but he's going to have room. And right in front of the warning track, he'll pull that one in for the out. I think that died a little bit in the wind up there as well.
And you think about Alvarez's home run, it just looked like it just carried and carried and carried.
And nothing else has. Yeah.
Nothing else.
It's 1 out. It'll bring Justin Crawford to the plate. Larry, good time for the out-of-town scoreboard. I'm going to let you handle that here tonight.
All right. Well, in Philadelphia, the Mets are leading the Phils 3-0 in the bottom of the 8th.
Well done.
Thank you.
Justin Crawford, the batter. First pitch is in there for a strike. And that is your scoreboard update tonight, brought to you by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. 55 years of family-owned service you can trust. We knew you could handle that tonight, Larry. Way to go.
Ain't nothing to it.
The 0-1 pitch to Crawford. Allen's popped up on the infield. The third baseman, Bichette, is calling for it about 10 feet behind the bag at third. He'll make the catch. And 2 quick outs here for Luke Weaver and the Mets here in the 8th inning.
I'm wondering if the Phils took BP today.
Well, they did not, but neither did the Mets. Nobody did much on the field today before this game. Game time moved up a full hour because of the impending air quality issues, which we are seeing at the moment. So with 2 outs, it's Trey Turner, 0 for 3 tonight, facing Weaver. And the first pitch from Weaver, check swing, called strike. 0-1 to Turner. Weaver's got kind of a funky delivery. He works from the stretch, and he's really slow to start. Small kick, slow, and then fires at home. And speaking of firing it, off the bat of Trey Turner, deep to left field, and that ball is gone. Home run for Trey Turner, number 11 on the year. And it puts the Phillies on the board. They now trail it 3-1. No doubt about that one.
Boy, he just attacked that pitch, and he had one he liked. No doubt about it.
So the Phillies close the gap to within 2. And Kyle Schwarber now, who just missed a home run his last at-bat, will step to the plate. Man, it's as if Turner knew it was coming on that.
Really?
Pitch. So the crowd starts to get back into this one, hoping for a Phillies comeback. With 2 outs here in the 8th, the pitch to Schwarber is on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Schwarber, who's doubled off the top of the wall and flown out and struck out. So 1 for 3 tonight for the Phillies All-Star. Bryce Harper waits on deck. The 0-1 pitch is down low. It's 1-1 to Schwarber.
Bloop and a blast.
Blast and a blast.
Blast and a blast, even better.
One ball and 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Weaver comes set. He kicks the pitch. And that one is inside and low for a ball, 2-1.
The good news here is I can still see all the players on the field.
At the moment.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit a bounding ball towards second. Beatty has it. He sets his feet and he throws across in time to get Schwarber. But not before the Phillies able to get on the board. A solo home run for Trey Turner, his 11th of the year. And as we head to the 9th inning, it's the New York Mets 3 and the Phils 1.
The Stratotech tee from Viore is one of those shirts you put on once and immediately get why people love it. It's incredibly soft, stretches with you, dries fast, and still looks sharp enough to wear from a workout to the ballpark without missing a beat. It's become my go-to tee for pretty much everything. Head to Viore.com/MLB for 20% off your first purchase. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Have you ever had so many tabs open that your computer starts slowing down? Life can feel like that too. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report found that 74% of Americans believe society still discourages asking for help. Therapy can help you sort through what's taking up space and quietly affecting you. With BetterHelp, connect with a licensed therapist online and switch anytime. Maybe it's time to close a few tabs. Visit betterhelp.com/let's begin to get started.
Who do you want to be? That guy in Florida playing backgammon? Or the Chelsea fixture still turning heads? And you know how the Chelsea guy did it. He never left. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street
Top of the ninth inning, Seth Johnson's back out there for his second inning of work for the Phils, who trail it 3-1 at this point. And it'll be Johnson versus the bottom of the Mets order, but the bottom of the Mets order responsible for all 3 of their runs today. 2 home runs from the 9-hole hitter, Francisco Alvarez, and 1 from Brett Beatty. And that's the difference in the game right now. It's 3-1 as Johnson goes to work. First pitch to Jared Young is inside and low for a ball. It's 1-0. So those back-to-back home runs in the 7th loom large at the moment, both off Aaron Nola. That one is low and outside for a ball, who pitched so well for the night. He comes back out in the 7th, and he just gets 2 pitches up, and both get hit out. And that's where we stand. 2-0 pitch, and that is swung on and hit down the left field line, slicing foul and out of play.
Yeah, he really did pitch well.
I
was really happy for him, and just seeing how he was pitching. And to me, it's what I remember seeing him when he first got here.
2 balls and a strike in the pitch. Just missed a bit low as well, so 3 balls and a strike to Young. You and I both were sitting here in the break leading into the 7th inning saying we hope they bring him back out.
Right.
I hope they bring him out, and they did, and gave him an opportunity there in the 7th. 3-1 pitch, swung on, fouled out of play, 3-2. It just didn't work.
Also not wanting him to, Mattingly to regret having him go back out there, which, I mean, neither pitch was in the strike zone, which is incredible.
3-2 pitch is up high for a ball, so a leadoff walk here in the 9th. Not a great way to start for Seth Johnson. And it'll bring Brett Beatty to the plate, who did homer back in the 7th to lead things off in that inning. Nobody out here in the 9th, runner on first. Phillies cannot afford to allow another run if they're going to come back in this one, you would think. First pitch to Beatty, swings and hits it to left field. It's not deep. Marsh comes in, then goes back out a couple of steps, reaches up, makes the catch, 1 out. So a big out there for Seth Johnson. And now he'll work against Francisco Alvarez, who's been on base all 3 times tonight. 2 home runs and a walk. He also took Justin Crawford's swing to the chin, almost got knocked cold earlier in this game. The 1 through 7 hitters for the Mets are 2 for 23 today. And the 8 and 9 hole hitters have done all the damage, as that first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. They are 4 for 6. Short lead off first for Jared Young as Johnson works on the right-hander Alvarez. And the 0-1 pitch outside and low for a ball. It's 1-1.
I just feel like somebody around here's got to be roasting marshmallows.
It's what it feels. I can definitely smell it now.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
smell the smoke now for sure. The 1-1 pitch outside.
What's
2-1.
Bad is that now I'm starting to taste it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And we are starting to lose sight of the flags out there in center field.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It is really thickened up out there. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Alvarez doesn't get cheated on those swings,
No,
that's for sure.
He's just trying to hit home runs.
Well, he has 2 of them tonight.
Yep.
Young leads off first. Short lead. 2-2 pitch. Popped up, foul and out of play. Count stays 2-2 to Alvarez. And it'll be the top of the order after that. Two pitch, swing and a miss. He got him. Out in front of the slider there was Alvarez, and they retire him for the first time tonight. Second out here in the ninth inning.
All right.
And it'll bring A.J. Ewing to the plate. He is 0 for 4 tonight. A couple of strikeouts. Lined into a double play in the fifth with the bases loaded. A big play early in this game. Also grounded out to first. 2 outs, and the first pitch to Ewing is down low for a ball. It's 1-0. Coming up in the ninth inning for the Phillies, heart of the order, Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, and Alec Bohm.
And only down 2.
The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike at the knees. 1-1, 98 on that four-seamer from Seth Johnson. He's got the stuff.
That he does. There's no doubt about it.
Checks the runner at first. Short lead for Young. Harper holding him there at first. Bohm in on the grass at third. The pitch. That's in there for a strike as well. I don't know what Ewing was looking for there. That one was center cut. And now Johnson ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bohm will back up at third now and play way off the bag. Infield playing Ewing to pull. Outfield straight away. Johnson set. Checks the runner. Big lead over there now. And the 1-2 pitch. And it is shot over the third base bag and up the left field line. And it's going to get past Marsh and go all the way to the corner. That's going to allow the runner to score. Young being waved around. The throw is not in time. And it's an RBI double for A.J. Ewing. 2 inches inside the third base bag, and it just missed that half wall down there in third. I'm not sure, no matter what Marsh would have done, had it hit the wall, it was probably going to score the runner anyway because it was going to shoot out, and Marsh was not going to be able to track it down. That was just some bad luck right there. As all the way into the corner, Marsh got to it quickly, but he had to kind of hedge to see if it was going to hit that wall.
Yeah. I mean, one thing to me is just you can't let it get down in that corner.
Yeah. Well, he's on second now, and the next batter is Tyrone
Taylor.
Tyrone
That's
Taylor.
Right.
I knew that wasn't Juan Soto. So Taylor steps in. Ewing will lead off second. It's 2 outs. It's 4-1 now, Mets. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. We were just talking about keeping it right there at 3-1.
Leadoff walk once again.
No balls. 2 strikes to Taylor. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So a strikeout there of Taylor to end the inning, but not before the Mets able to put 1 more on the board. So final ups time for the Phils. They trail by 3 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 1.
Hi, it's Scott. If you're a commercial contractor, you know the game. Service work projects, crew tracking, cash flow, margins, and more. Here's the problem. You're running your business with disjointed systems that just aren't cutting it. If that's the case, I need to tell you about Service Titan, the only end-to-end platform built specifically for service and construction work. From prospecting and bidding to install, maintenance, retrofits, and everything in between, Service Titan gives you the tools you need to thrive. Learn more at ServiceTitan.com. That's ServiceTitan.com.
Here's the thing. Want to be the grandparents who bolted to the burbs? Or the cool relatives still living in NYC, the city that people come to be at the center of everything. With 20 years of NYC know-how, Street Easy has the tools, agents, and guidance to make you a forever New Yorker too. Visit StreetEasy.com to buy or rent in NYC. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow, Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Jason is an avid hiker who loves the outdoors. During what should have been a peaceful hike, that calm was suddenly broken. A mountain lion appeared on the trail just yards away. Fortunately, Jason had packed his Byrna less lethal launcher. Armed with kinetic rounds, Jason fired a warning shot, determined.
Bottom of the ninth, Bills trail it by 3. Last chance time for them as Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, and Alec Boehm, the middle of their order, going to have to come up with something special here. Devin Williams in to pitch for the Mets. 3-2 this year with a 4.83 ERA. He has 13 saves on the year. He's looking for number 14. He's 3 blown saves so far this year. So it'll be Harper first. Harper is 1 for 2 tonight. He doubled back in the 4th. He also walked in the 6th and struck out.
Phils need some base runners. Get something going here.
And first pitch to Harper. Fouled straight back. He had a pretty good cut at that pitch there. Four-seamer 95. Fouls it back. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike to Harper. Mets infield plays Harper to pull. Bichette way off the bag at third. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. Change up there, and Harper way out in front. So it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Bryce Harper.
That's a signature pitch for Williams, that changeup.
The 0-2 pitch inside and low for a ball. It's 1-2 to Harper. Harper, who has 43 career home runs against the New York Mets. 44 would help.
Yeah.
But even a single would be what the Phils need. The 1-2 pitch, that one's upstairs. Harper holds off. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Bryce Harper. Williams comes set. He kicks the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, but right at the second baseman, Beatty, who's up with it and over to first in time for the out. Harper hit it on the nose, but right at the second baseman. 1 out here in the 9th. Well, the Phillies and the Mets won't play tomorrow on Friday, as both teams will have the day off and then get back to work on Saturday and finish this series on Sunday. Brandon Marsh steps in. First pitch swinging. He fouls it back and up into the Hall of Fame club. And it ricochets down to the first level. 0-1 to Brandon Marsh, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Williams kicks. The 0-1 pitch is way outside for a ball. It's 1-1. On Saturday, it'll be Jesus Luzardo on the mound for the Phils. Sean Manaea, the left-hander for the New York Mets. 4:05 game time on Saturday. 1-1 pitch is inside for a ball. It's 2-1.
Brandon down to 298. Just it wasn't that long ago. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, he was at like 318, 320, something like that.
2-1 pitch and swung on, line drive, but right to the left fielder, Taylor, out there in for Soto, and that's 2 outs. So the Phils are down to their final out here in the 9th. And it'll bring Alec Boehm to the plate. Bohm also 0 for 3 tonight. Phillies just 4 hits on the evening, and they're going to need to string a couple together here. It's magic time. First pitch to Alec Bohm, swing and a miss.
This is where, you come down to this time of the year and trade deadline coming up, and people saying, well, they need another bat. No, they need another arm. They need another starter.
0-1 pitch. Fouled out of play.
It's kind of a grab bag of, they need somebody in every department,
Yeah, and the chances of getting someone in every department are pretty slim.
But
hopefully they can go out and get an impact player here or there. Next pitch to Bohm is outside for a ball. Could be worse. You could be a seller at the deadline,
true.
like the Mets
That's
will
exactly
probably
right.
be.
Yep.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. The kick and the pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. Alvarez puts the tag on Alec Bohm, and that will end the ball game as the Phillies done in by the long ball here tonight. 3 off the bat of the Mets, and a double late, and this one is over at 4-1. Nice job by Aaron Nola, but the moral victories, that's not what he's looking for. It's not what the Phils are looking for as well. And the offense was not able to get the job done here this afternoon or tonight, and that's the difference in this ballgame.
Yeah, the offense just was not there. And I think, again, that I don't think it's silver lining. I think Aaron Nola is figuring out what